All right. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you guys here. It's been a crazy day today. I applied for CMC about 3 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago now, and we did not expect a quick turnaround like that, but we did. I guess Abe, our dev over here, gave a pretty strong application. I guess that goes to show you the difference between a real project and a meme coin. So over here at Agents of I.N.U, we're building the most sophisticated token and portfolio tracker in DeFi, as well as a scam detector. So whether you're after the latest meme coin or looking for a large project or even older projects which are starting to have some significant price change, this app essentially gives you the tool you need to trade with confidence. Our app is live now. You can check it out at app.agentsinu.com. It's in the Telegram. A little bit about our team. We have about 2.5 developers because there's one guy in and out, won't name names. They're a docs team. We're a docs team. Developers have about 30 years of developer experience. Software engineers. Abe will talk about himself a little bit more. He has a lot of experience in artificial intelligence. So that's where this app will help you. Currently, we're at 2,700 holders, which is absolutely insane. Because what was it? About 5 days ago, we were sitting at about 5-6 days ago, sitting at about 500-600 holders. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
From memory, our app has about 400 to 600 users on the daily, which is pretty good. Considering we're just new and we haven't even released our token page yet. We're pretty undervalued if you look at our project. We're sitting at about 650,000. For other projects of similar nature, sit at about easily 2 to 10 mil, around that range. So there's a lot of value to be added here. So what our app helps you with, it helps you find new tokens, hot tokens, avoid scams. We even have a live honeypot detector. We have a rug detector. All these things Abe will go into detail with you. You can see live buy and sell tax, look at liquidity, ownership events. There's even a social link, so you can look at the Telegram, Twitter, which is very easy. Just see the coin you like, access the Telegram, Twitter. Is it active? Yes, I'll buy it. We have many languages available on the app now. English, Chinese, Bahasa Indonesia, French, Turkish. Our app is also mobile friendly, so that's pretty neat. You guys can ape on the go. So there's still plenty to come for the project. Plenty. We have a dedicated token page with in-depth analysis, portfolio whale tracking, event filtering notifications, and my favorite is that I can't wait for us to jump onto Phantom Opera, AVAX, Chronos, and even Ethereum chains. Because in a lot of these areas, people rely on calls. They don't really have the tools to ape, and that's what we essentially want to enable our community to have, a tool to educate themselves on this coin is a scam or not, and I'm going to buy it, so forth. Enough about that. I'll hand it over to Abe. We're currently free as well. We're in free beta mode, so make use of it. Buy some of our tokens so you get premium access when you can, and thank you for being on board. Abe will take over and explain to you a little bit more, to explain the app into a little bit more detail.
Yeah, thanks, Simi. So it's been a pretty big day for Imi and myself. We woke up about probably 5 a.m. local time to do a AMA with Sniper DeFi, who's a large French Telegram group, and it's now just after midnight local time, and now so we've been listed on CoinMarketCap after about 3 or 4 hours. It's been a very long day for both of us, but here we are. We think it's important we give our community, our new holders, our new members, a bit of an intro into our project. So without further ado, so here we are on CoinMarketCap. Super exciting. To be honest, I was expecting probably a week before we'd hear a response. So to hear a response back in 3 hours was incredible. I was actually having dinner at the time, and I came back and was shocked when I saw the chart. And unlike most projects, we didn't spend $1. We just did the application to the best of our abilities. Our project speaks for itself, and without a fast track, we were on CoinMarketCap in 3 hours, which is really exciting.
Save ourselves $10,000.
Yeah, exactly. So
spend that money on marketing.
Yeah. So what is the Agents of I.N.U then? What is our app? Well, here it is, right? It's a token tracker, and one of the most advanced token trackers on the market today. And we've got a whole host of new features coming out soon, which will hopefully take it to that next level. So Agent Shiba I.N.U is our utility token that gives you access to our app. I'll give you access to premium features within our application. So right now, it's all available for free. We're in free beta, but we will eventually adding tiering price tiers so that you'll need to hold our token to get access. So this is what you see when you first jump onto the app. You see a list of tokens sorted by price change in the last 24 hours. So there are some default filters applied to limit the tokens that you're seeing. So liquidity being 1 BNB or greater, at least 10 trades, just so there isn't too much noise with a lot of these sort of degen tokens that are constantly being released. So this green icon gives you the live honeypot status of a token, which we update depending on how old the token is. So you can see this one has a 15% buy and sell tax, and we're able to buy and sell, whereas some of the other tokens, sorry. Sorry guys. Give me 1 moment, just let me drink some water. Yeah, it's been a long day. Some of the other tokens are honeypot. So this one, you can't actually sell. So you can buy, but you can't sell. So it's your classic honeypot. We also show you information about the token, about the creator. So how many tokens a creator has previously created, and also information about the contract. So this one might have the ability to mint new tokens. This one's not verified, and the creators created 2 tokens previously, which only lived for about 2 hours. So it's no surprise that one ended up being a honeypot. So as you can see, that turned into a honeypot. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the table. So you can sort by whatever column you like. You can sort by 1 week, 1 hour. You can sort by volume. So it's really flexible in that regards. And you've also got the ability to filter tokens. So you can search by name. So if we search for our token, Agent Shiba I.N.U, you'll see that here. You'll see we've increased almost 200% in the last week, 31% in the last 24 hours. Our volume's actually gone through the roof, which is really exciting. And then you've got the ability to also filter by some other parameters. So if you're only interested in higher liquidity tokens, you can do that. If you're interested in, say, a range of liquidity, you can do that. You can also filter by volume, and even by created that. So if you don't want to see sort of new tokens, maybe you're after older tokens which are starting to pump, you can, for example, filter to tokens created before the 15th of December, as an example. And applying those sort of random sets of filters, you're left with that. So that's where the app is currently at today. So we're currently working on the ability to click into a token and get more information, and hopefully, sorry, someone's. Sorry, and Raf, I can mute you. Yeah, so we're working on the ability to click on a token and get some more information about that token as well. Yeah, and I think that pretty much covers it for where the app is today, and I'm definitely happy to answer any questions you guys might have. So we do have a Medium. It's been a while since I wrote an article, but I'll definitely try and get another article out soon, especially now that we have CMC. But there is some interesting content there, so do feel free to go in here and have a read, especially our tokenomics if you're a new holder. So we go into a lot of detail about our tokenomics, about our sort of team allocation, liquidity, how we handled our private pre-sale, as well as our sort of reflections, auto RP, dev and marketing taxes, and so forth. And obviously there's our chart here, which as you can see, so we actually reached an all-time high today on the back of CMC, but even before today, our chart was trending really well up until, I guess, Bitcoin had a bit of a rug over the last 24 hours, which did impact us quite a bit. But so it's great to get CMC and sort of break new ground on the back of that. Hopefully we carry this on.
Sorry.
Yes.
Can you go back to tokenomics and just briefly touch on that supply error? Because a lot of people have been asking about the supply error.
Yeah. So So we've actually got 9 decimals. Is that what you're talking about, Amy? The nine decimals issue?
The 9 decimal issue.
Yeah. So when we first created our token, the decimals were set to 0 just due to the way we created the token, and within the first minute we updated it to 9. So BSC scan still thinks it's 0 even though it's actually 9. KuCoin is correct, it'll show it as 9. CoinMarketCap shows it as 9. I've actually emailed BSC scan to correct that error. They're quite hard to get a hold of, unfortunately. I did get a response back from them, but they sort of misunderstood what I was asking, so I'll email them again. But definitely look at CMC, KuCoin, any other app that's telling it's 9 decimals, and that'll be the correct liquidity. Sorry, the correct supply. Cool. Amy?
Did you want to also give them a little preview on the upcoming feature we have for them?
Yes, I can. So maybe, let me just bring that up. While I'm doing that, Amy, maybe you can take over for a sec.
Yeah, sure. What do I discuss? So in terms of marketing plan, I think the main goal here is that we're not a Moonboy project, as Rose calls it. We're here for we're here long term. We're here to get the app developed to a point where we have the majority of the DeFi space using it. We have plenty of ideas and for the app, and maybe just developing one thing at a time. We're not a large team, so it takes time to set up the features, but we're doing it right. I think the best way to market our product, and we need to help your community, is to shill our app. So if for example, if someone in another chat says, "Hey, have you guys seen this token of Shiba?" So, and then you look at our app, and our app says, "Hey, Buff Shiba is actually a honeypot." So you share that information with that page, and people are like, "Oh wow, where's this app?" And then they come to us. That's the best marketing we can offer, because we actually have an amazing use case here that people can use on the daily, and Abe will actually show you the next feature, which is up already, which will help the case even better for marketing.
So this is essentially what he was talking about. So these are a few different prototypes of our sort of next feature coming out. So I'll just skim through these just to give you an idea of what we're sort of prototyping at the moment. So one of these last ones might be the first iteration. So I'm personally leaning towards this particular design as an iteration of what it could look like. So essentially, this just gives you detailed information about a single token. You'll have a URL that you can link to, so you can drop that URL on Twitter, Telegram, Reddit, anywhere anyone's discussing tokens, and show them what agents of I.N.U thinks about that token. So whether it's a safe token or not, price action, token information, honeypot status, and anything else we might add. So events, contract issues. We'll probably add in holder analysis to give you a breakdown of holder distribution, also transaction analysis to sort of pick up on any dubious transactions that might be occurring. So if the owners are calling certain functions that probably shouldn't be called, we'll try to pick up on that as well. So that's what we're currently working on, and we're making some good progress there. I was actually talking to the other developer right before we got CMC about that and how we might sort of progress that a bit faster. But yeah, so that's what's coming up, and we're hoping that this will be as Amy said, a really sort of really good way to show the project and promote the project even further.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. We even are discussing the potential of having a chart in there, which would be pretty epic if we can.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, we'll have a sort of simplified chart that looks like that. We'd be able to look at 1 hour all the way up to daily. But then sort of mid to long term, I'd love to get in a sort of full sort of KuCoin style, trading view style chart in there as well. But yeah, that's probably going to be sort of more mid to long term, and we'll probably start off with something a bit simpler, such as what I had up previously.
Epic. Does anyone have any questions for us? Like any question?
Yeah, maybe I will represent some of the people. So some of the people are still confused on how to use the issue indicator to indicate scam. Maybe you can explain how to use it, how to use the issue indicator to at least assume that it is
what the colors represent,
yes.
and what mint means. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, and so I will say that look, I think the number one thing you should be looking at is the honeypot status of a token. So if it's red, avoid that token entirely. It's 99% a scam. There is one edge case where it might not be a scam, but I don't want to sort of touch on that right now. So the other one is, so in terms of these colors, so look, if the contract is unverified, so you'll get a red that says not verified. Again, that's most likely a scam. So that's the next. I mean, I wouldn't say most likely a scam, but it's highly likely to be a scam, because really there's no reason why a developer wouldn't verify a contract. That just gives the community transparency. So that's what I'd be looking for as number two. Number three, I'd be looking for creator. How many tokens has a creator previously created? So in this case, the creator previously created 3 tokens that only had an average age of 1 hour. So in that case, I'd be very wary again. This creator might just be spamming out tokens, letting them live for a few hours or so and then rugging the project, which is quite common. Whereas if you look at even one like this, right, he's previously created 22 tokens, average age 242. That's not too bad. In future, you'll actually be able to see what those tokens were. So if a creator's created 22 tokens previously, you'll be able to see, okay, do I like the tokens that he's creating? Do they actually have good potential, or are they just sort of pump and dumps or whatever the case might be? So that's another way to assess it. So some of the other ones like hidden mint, unlock risk, they are look. I'm fully aware they are a bit ambiguous and look, it's definitely an area of improvement that I want to focus on. And once we build out the token page, that's going to be an area that we focus on to try and expand on these a bit more. So unlock risk just means that even though the token's been renounced, they might still have the ability to unrenounce the token. I know it's getting quite a bit technical, so it might be worth a blog post or an in-depth YouTube video to describe this a bit further. So in terms of the contract analysis itself, that's actually on the roadmap as a major area of focus after the index page. So I've been prototyping a new way of analyzing contract code, and I'm actually pretty happy with the initial sort of proof of concept that we came up with. I think it'll be it's sort of a step change better than existing ones out there, and we're really confident that we potentially have the best. Or I don't like using the best, but we have sort of state of the art RUP checking sort of coming probably in the next 2 or 3 months. So that's something to look forward to. Maybe a bit sooner than that, but we'll see how we go in terms of dev. I hope that answers your question, Timmy. But yeah, so definitely an area to keep a watch on, and it's an area of focus for us to make that sort of easier for new users.
Should I translate it, or maybe
up to you? I know. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you wanted to try. Yeah, I mean, go ahead if you like. Maybe give a brief.
Okay, I'll try. Jadi teman-teman yang nanya gimana cara pakai aplikasinya itu, jadi itu pertama kali itu kita fokusnya ke yang itu ya, yang tombol tengkorak dulu. Ini banyak nih nanya ke saya gimana cara pakainya. Jadi yang tengkorak itu kita jauhin karena itu honeypot. Jadi kalau misalnya kalian hunting di sini udah gitu di situ ada tengkoraknya merah gitu, itu kalian udah jauhin aja karena kalau kalian beli di situ nanti kalian nggak bisa jual. Kalau misalnya ada yang gentong madunya itu warnanya oranye, itu juga jauhin. Itu bisa berarti itu sell tax-nya tinggi banget. Misalnya kalian bisa beli, tapi nanti kalian bisa jual, tapi sell tax-nya itu sampai 50% gitu. Jadi udah jauhin aja. Lalu ini banyak ditanyakan juga yang isu yang paling kiri itu, yang tombol buletan, itu ada warna merah, abu-abu, sama oranye ya. Nah, kalau merah itu tuh berarti itu tokennya itu kontraknya itu nggak diverifikasi sama ownernya. Jadi itu udah dijauhin aja. Itu udah gak valid ya, udah gak aman. Lebih baik dijauhin daripada nanti kita kena scam gitu. Kalau misalnya warnanya abu-abu itu kalian bisa di hover aja. Itu tuh kita bisa dilihat tuh average owner rata-rata kontraknya itu rata-rata address itu tuh udah bikin koin berapa banyak, dan rata-rata tuh koinnya itu tuh hidupnya berapa lama gitu. Jadi kalau misalkan lihat di situ alamat itu udah bikin koin 5, tapi hidupnya cuma 1 jam rata-rata. Nah itu udah jauhin aja, karena udah pasti scam gitu. Jadi dia sering bikin token, tapi tokennya hidupnya cuma 1 jam semua, gak ada yang long term gitu. Itu udah pasti scam. Kalau yang masih yang warna-warni ini, itu fiturnya masih false positif, dan jadi masih dikembang. False positif itu maksudnya adalah belum tentu betul gitu. Jadi fiturnya itu juga masih dikembangkan sama developernya. Paling itu sih. Kira-kira teman-teman ada yang masih mau nanya gak terkait bagaimana cara lihat indikator yang sebelah kiri itu? Udah aman ya? Nanti kalau ada masih pertanyaan, coba tanyakan ke saya aja, nanti saya kembalikan ke developer. Okay, I'm done.
Thanks, Timmy. That was epic.
Yeah.
Any other questions, guys?
No, I think I'm good to go, sir.
Yes, Cosman, do you want to go?
Thank you
Yes.
for giving me for blessing me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think we're stepping on each other. I do have a question regarding the on the main the app page. I came across a token yesterday that I was kind of interested in, and I looked it up in your app, and so today it was listed on the first page yesterday, but I'm not finding it today. Even though I go through and do a search, I'm not able to recall the token. And I was just wondering if there's a specific reason or what I might be doing wrong in that situation.
Yeah, so you're not doing anything wrong. So the way the token, the way the app works right now is that that page that you see is intended to be a top token page, and that means we're only displaying tokens that have traded in the last 2 hours. So if a token's become a honeypot and is no longer trading, it will eventually stop being displayed there. So once we create a dedicated token page, you'll be able to search any token in the database. But for performance reasons right now, the top token page is only limited to actively traded tokens. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, today you can't, I guess, see auto tokens, but in the near future, you'll be able to search those up via the token page.
Also, prior, I think just yesterday, Abe updated the app that you can search via contract. Before, you could just put the name, you had to put the name in, but now you put the contract address in the name, it should find the token as well.
Excellent. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
No worries.
No worries.
Okay. Cool. So there was someone else that was asking a question. Were you ADPRSY? So I'm not sure how to pronounce that. That's crazy. Did you have a question? Okay, if not, does anyone else have any questions? Cool. Seems
Did
like...
you want to talk about your background?
Sorry?
Did you want to talk about your background, your professional background? Did you mention that?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I did. So, so personally, I'm a software engineer of about 10 years now, a bit over 10 years. I've been working as a professional software engineer. I've been involved in quite a number of startups in different capacities. So, both as an employee as well as a co-founder in some cases, and in another case, sort of the second sort of developer. Brought in, so I've got quite a bit of experience in early stage companies, all the way from really day one through to the first 2 or 3 years. So I'm quite familiar with how to sort of get new products off the ground, and I think we've done a pretty good job in the way we've approached the agents of I.N.U and Shiba, and getting the project to where it is today. So a lot of other projects sort of launch with the promise of utility, and they keep sort of kicking that can down the road. Eventually, we'll release our utility in 2 weeks, 2 months. After a while, nothing happens, project dies, move on to the next one. So for us, it was really important. We launched day one with a working utility, and we did that. And I'm proud of us as a team that we managed to accomplish that. We've been adding features ever since, so we've added quite a few features, and I guess as we mentioned previously, we're working on that next feature being the token page, which will be the sort of the next major feature that'll be released. So one other feature that I didn't touch on earlier was the events page. So this one's probably a bit harder to use unless you know what you're looking for, but it's a way to sort of look at new liquidity like events as they appear, ownership transfer events if that's something that you care for, token creation events if that's something that you care about. Which for a lot of people is especially liquidity lock. A lot of people are interested in that, so you can sort of see that, for example, Lidzilla had a 100% liquidity lock with ping sales. Metaverse Bank with deep lock. So if that's something you care about, that's another feature that we added in post-launch. And as I mentioned previously, the tokens will be coming, our advanced structure will be coming, portfolio will be coming. I know I'm not answering the question you sort of diverged from that question about my background, but yeah, if anyone wants to ask any more. We have docs for those who are new to the project. We are a docs team. We also have a completed audit, so we've been audited by Watchtower. There were exactly 0 issues with our contract, so no minor issues, no major issues, no critical issues, which we're quite proud about because we did go to quite a bit of length to ensure our contract was safe. I'm not sure what else to. Maybe just one last one. If you are a new user of the app, you'll see a tour, which will help you sort of get your bearings around the platform. So we do walk you through how it works and what you focus on. So that's another sort of point that I thought I'd raise. It's worth going through that as a new user. What else do we want to? So also check out our YouTube channel. We've got a few AMAs that we've done previously up there. We've got a few videos on our YouTube channel. Definitely worth checking out if you're a new user of the project, just to sort of get a sense of what we've been working on. Sort of validate for yourself that we are an active team. We're constantly, performing AMAs, discussing our projects, pushing out updates, and we'll continue to do so into the future as well.
Thanks for that, Abe. Just wanted to reiterate before we end the end. Wait, before I continue, any other questions, guys? No one else? No? So just wanted to reiterate that CoinMarketCap brings about its pump, and I know a few of you probably bought the top and going to be a bit sulky the fact that someone's dumped on you, but that's how it works. It's pretty toxic. People wait for CoinMarketCap egg and then sell. They have no intention on investing long term with the project. But thankfully for you, we're not a meme coin. We're definitely going to be something special in the near future. And just hold it with us. I mean, if you feel like we're not doing enough, then just tell us, hey guys, I feel like you're lacking in this department. And we really do take our community feedback pretty seriously. Stay with us. We're going to update you on the daily. We give a developer report every so often. And we, like Abe said, we do AMAs quite often, because we feel like we want to interact with the community more. Thank you for having us, and I'll see you at the moon, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abe and Imi.
Thank you, man.
Proud to Robert for showing you guys. That's actually how.
Oh yeah.
He's a pro, so thanks, Robert.
He really is a pro. Like he's a legend, like 24/7 chiller. Like just I dream about Agency I.N.U because all I see is his Twitter posts. Like just insane.
Thanks, Rob.
The guy's a machine.
He is, yes.
And hi, Scott. Nice to have you here as well.
Yes, thank you, Robert. It's great to be here. I appreciate it so much. I know I actually found this project because I went to your Twitter page. I kind of was, we're in another group, obviously. I won't mention anything about that, but so I kind of was checking you out and checking out some of the other people, and I came across this project via your Twitter. So very happy that I did. So I think it looks beautiful, guys. So thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, much appreciated, and thanks, Robert, as well.
All right, guys, have a good one. Good night.
Take care, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, King.
Hello, I have a question, but it is not based on this AMA.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, I have an influencer proposal. Who I just will contact?
Just DM me your proposal, mate.
I try to, but when I open the chat, it is showing the group.
Okay.
IMI, right?
Yeah, just DM me. DM me.
We'll drop the
Yeah,
user in
thanks,
the
guys.
chat.
Have a good one.
All right, guys. Thank you.